We know that there are many great restaurants and great chefs here on the Suncoast, but there are also some really great local farms and food producers. Eat Local Week is designed to encourage people to utilize our local resources. And our guests, Cooper Levy-Baker and Camille Van Sant, are two people who are going to be starting this great week we're going to have. You started this movement, guys. Great idea. So how did it all begin?
Well, it started with Transition Sarasota, which is a local nonprofit which is dedicated to supporting local agricultural and local businesses. And this is actually the 7th annual Eat Local Week that we held. But the cool thing is every single year it's different. And we have new partners and businesses that we're working with every single year. And so it actually kicked off last Friday, and we've got tons of great events going on through Sunday.
So what do you hope people learn from this week?
Well, I mean, I think it's a mix. Some of the stuff is very hands-on, kind of DIY, how to grow food in your own yard, which is really fun. Other things, we had a keynote talk from somebody from the USDA talking about the farm to school movement, actually using local food in schools, which is really cool. And then we also just have some fun social stuff. So we've got farm to table dinners. There's a tour of the Moat Aquaculture Research Park, which kind of lets people know about some of the sustainable fish that's being raised right here in eastern Sarasota. And so I think if you check out the website, you'll find something cool that you'll enjoy.
Well, Camille, you brought something for us. You brought a dish.
Yes, we are Green Path Veterans Farms, and we're growing specialty crops. We have an urban farm located at Easter Seals on Braden Avenue. So I brought a green papaya to show you what's in our papaya lasagna. The green papaya, which is unripe, can be sliced and used in any zucchini dish, can be substituted for zucchini. And it doesn't have any bitterness, and it doesn't get mushy like zucchini.
You rarely hear papaya and lasagna in the same dish.
Yeah, but Florida is great that we can grow these subtropical plants, and we're very unique in our country to offer these. And we are trying to introduce these to chef-owned restaurants so that they start using these, and they're easier to grow. Zucchini's difficult to grow in Florida, yes.
Let's taste it.
I love green papaya. We're using them at
you already
some
knew
of the
this,
kids.
Of course.
Well, no, they're using some of them. There's an abundance of them. Like Philippi Shores School Garden, they have a ton in their facility.
I would imagine part of this is just an education to the community to know that these farms are here, and that, like Camille was just saying, it's easier to grow certain produce here in Florida than it is some of the more common things that we might know.
Well, you don't realize many families don't really know about some of these vegetables. Like, you say papaya, not a lot of people will actually know what that is.
Or the kids.
Yeah, and that's delicious. Now, tell me about some of the events coming up for this week.
Well, other stuff we got going on, we've got this, the Green Paths Veterans Farm is hosting a farm-to-table dinner on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Green Path is a very cool nonprofit farm that is helping returning veterans kind of build skills and entrepreneurship.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and then so we've got that tour of the Moat Aquaculture Research Park, which is a sustainable fish farming operation in East Sarasota. That's on Thursday. Friday, we're screening a documentary called Growing Cities, which is all about using urban agriculture and urban gardening to revitalize cities. And then we're also partnering with Giving Hunger the Blues this year. So we're going to be Giving Hunger the Blues, and we're going to be participating in that some too this Saturday.
I did not realize we had that many local farms.
Yeah, there's more than you think. And you kind of mentioned, some of the stuff I think we don't think of Florida as an agricultural state, but it is a huge agricultural state. And there's a lot of stuff that grows here that you can't grow anywhere else. And our growing season is very unique, and there's lots of cool stuff going on.
I have a question. Is it one of those things like the chicken and the egg? Like, once people start to realize that there are these local farms, then that industry can grow more because there's more business.
Yeah, there's more demand for it. I mean, I think, once people start asking for it, sort of, and are going to restaurants and saying, hey, why aren't you getting your chicken from Grove Ladder Farm, which is a great farm here in Sarasota, then I think restaurants and other people will start responding to that demand.
So what's the goal for Transition SRQ?
We're trying to encourage people to start relocalizing the economy. So we're trying to encourage people to start using local produce. And one of the big missions is to reduce food waste, reduce food insecurity in our community through our gleaning programs, and also to cut carbon emissions. It's so wasteful, to be shipping in produce from so far away. It's so wasteful to the
What
environment.
is food insecurity?
Food is hungry people. So, families in this area that don't have enough money to put food on the table. And so we see these gaps in between local farms that are producing this great stuff, and then we actually have a high number of people in Sarasota County who you know, cannot afford to feed their families, and so we're trying to bridge that gap a little bit.
Great.
Oh, this sounds great. I heard so many things I want to do this week that
Cool.
you've got coming
Check it
up.
out. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool, and you'll have a great time.
It sounds like it.
And just one twist on our farm to table is we ask people to purchase tickets to sponsor a veteran to go.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so,
Great.
What a
because they
great
can't
idea.
afford to go, and so we have veterans that are on the guest list from the Korean War all the way to Afghanistan.
Great idea. And for a list of the fun events, as a part of Eat Local Week, you can go to Transition SRQ's website. And next, we're going to listen to your view. We're going to look at some viewer emails. Sure hope they're not about me. Wasn't good last time.